to the City Show. Pat O'Meara, you here? You there? I've got everything on the bottom of the screen. It's a post-election show. You may not have heard of it. That Trump guy won. And in Hudson County, heads exploded. Democratic stronghold there. I will say, I'll get into it later. Let me go with Netflix first. Got a whole show we're going to do on Trump. You know, we all have Netflix, I assume. I get an email telling me they changed my password. I thought that was odd. They said I should change my password. Well, you changed it for me. I'm going to change it back to a password that I'm aware of. So I changed the password. You go through all these hoops. You got to scan the QR code and these confirmation numbers. I get it. Changed. So Netflix is now working. But I noticed I have a new member on my Netflix. And I said, what the hell is this? So it's late, so I didn't get it. I didn't call Netflix at that hour. So the next day I called Netflix. And I tell them what went on. I said, I have this individual, pre-fill bid, I believe it. Pre-fill B is a new member at $7.95. Got an email and all. I didn't put this person on. How did he get here? And Netflix actually blamed me. Well, you must have opened up an email. It was a fake email, phishing email, and answered it, and they got all your information. I know that happens to a lot of people. That doesn't happen to me. Now, if you've been a viewer or a listener to the radio show, the television shows, all these years, 20 some odd years, 28 years, I'm big into ID theft. Yeah, I don't give out my social security number. I alter my old driver's license when I go someplace. Come here for driver's license, please. Here you go. I have a bunch of holes in it. I make sure the back strip is no longer usable. I'm very up to this. I look at an email. I look at the return email. If it doesn't match, I'm not answering it. I might even call a place before I answer. You know, I got all the security in my computers. This doesn't happen. This happened to Netflix. I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere down the road we're going to hear this, you know, Netflix was hacked. It didn't happen on my end. It happened on their end. Now, the thing I asked Netflix is, well, listen, you know, we don't have to be super detective here. There's the email. This person is watching this, and you can zoom in on this. You can zone in and figure out where this person is who has stolen Netflix services. I would think you would do that. No, they don't. No, it's really your work. That would be your problem. You can notify the authorities. Me! I'm not the problem. Netflix is the problem. Now, remember what I told about all the emails and confirmations, scanning the QR code? I asked, did this guy have to do the same thing? I didn't really get an answer to that. So this happened through Netflix. It didn't happen through me. So check it, because it just kind of pops up. And you have this new member there. Yeah, they're cracking down on password sharing. Maybe that's what the whole thing was, a whole charade, just to find out about your password sharing. I don't share my password. I assume everybody will start all the streaming channels. But it was amazing how lackadaisical they were about that. But I had a debit card, a new debit card. I didn't even take out of my wallet. There was an issue with it. I had to get a new debit card. That had to be an inside job. It wasn't me. I didn't even take it out of my wallet. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. City Show here. Pat O'Meara there. What an election, huh? What a result. What a surprising result. Not for many of us. But first off, before I even get into Trump, like I said, we started the radio station on Live 365. You probably see the emblem there. We were going to change that a little more. I changed the name of the radio station from Hudson Media Group to GGR, Good Government Radio. We're going to go by the call letters GGR because there's governmental entities who are going to be involved in the show. There are civic leaders who will be involved in the show. There'll be some elected officials. It just worked better having Good Government Radio, GGR, than Hudson Media Group there. So when you're on Live 365, or you got an Alexa buddy over there like I do, just open it up. Alexa, play Live 365, and she'll ask and play GGR. And boom, you will be listening to us. But we got the schools coming on. We got this high school. I tell you, I'm trying to start this high school sports radio program. It's an undertaking, to say the least. All right, let me get ready to the open. Get to Trump. Trump mandate. Make sure I'm in the right spot here. Should have done it before I got on the air, right? It was an amazing victory for Trump. I'm an economy guy. I believe the economy does well. We all do well. The old saying, the high tide raises all boats. I firmly believe in that. I don't think Biden was a good president. I think the best thing about Biden was taking Jimmy Carter out of the title of the worst president in my lifetime. I consider myself kind of a mercenary. I'll go Republican, Democrat. I go with the candidate. I think I said this before. The two best presidents in my lifetime is probably Reagan and Bill Clinton. I don't think Biden was a good president. Yeah, the world's on fire. And 3 peppers cost $4. A dozen eggs is $5.50. The guy on Joe Scarborough found out a butter is $7 a pound. He goes, "Oh, it's erupting gold." Yeah. We went off the rails, and things started going weird here. We got a lot of wokeness going on. We had a lot of programs. Immigration was a huge problem. I don't think Kamala Harris ever had a chance. And I said, the way the polls were going, as long as Trump stayed within 2 points of Harris, he was going to win. Because he polls terribly. Anybody would call a poll, you're voting for Trump. No. He stayed within 2, he win. Did I think it was going to be a landslide, record historical win? No. But I was confident he would win. In Hudson County, it was an interesting Democratic stronghold there. Those races, Jersey City was overwhelmingly Harris. But then it got rather close elsewhere. Connie went Trump. But outside of that, it started getting really close. I think what happened there, everybody's blaming the Democrats. They lost the message. They lost the working class people. Maybe that's the truth. The economy, the inflation, everything's going up. Mom can't make the food bill stretch. All these things is piled up. And whether you like Trump or you didn't like Trump, you were voting for Trump. Because you wanted to be able to go food shopping again. You want to be able to fill your car up. Oh, it was bad. We're looking at insurance on cars, double-digit increases. And I don't mean 11, 12% double-digit. I'm talking 46, 50% increases. We got off the rails in the last 4 years. It became incredibly expensive. There we started programs. I'm not sure we should have had the programs. Like I said, in Jersey City, with our budgets going out of control, the school board's over $1 billion. We should probably go back and look at what we did 20 years ago, and hit a reset and say, we were running pretty good 20 years ago. Maybe we don't need all these programs and all this personnel. I think that's what Trump's mandate is going to be. He laid it out. He told people what he was going to work on. It was going to be the economy, taxes, immigration, and that worked. People listened to that. And the more I think the Democrats when after Trump, more it helped Trump. When they said all his followers were garbage. He's driving a garbage truck then. They're probably one of the most powerful ads in the campaign. One thing we should push for is truth in political advertising. Was where he run the ad was Harris is for them and they. I'm for you. I think that resonated with a lot of people. And it resonated enough that he landslide. And they're still counting votes, and it looks like President Trump, President-elect Trump, 45th and the 47th, will take the White House, of course, and both houses, the Senate and the Congress. And it'll be good for at least 2 years that way. But I tell you, when you have full control, what was that with Spider-Man? Becomes tremendous power is tremendous responsibility. For 2 years, it looks like he'll have the House and the Senate and the White House. That's 2 years where he can actually get things done, provided all the Republicans go along with him and hopefully some Democrats. Once the election is over, it should be back to the job of the people. We have to start working for the people, because the people, I think, were forgotten here, and I think that played a big part in this election. There were those buzzwords: economy, taxes, immigration, all that played into this. And the people listened. And it was across the board. It was men, women, blacks, Latinos, you name it. It was across the board. So it was a hell of a victory. Now, we got at least 2 years of these guys being in control. Let's see what they do. We're going to break for commercial. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about the Trump mandates. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Watching The City Show, Pat O'Melia here with my ever-present cup of coffee in a styrofoam cup I get from Amazon. The paper cups, they just disintegrate. And we were just somewhere, and it gave me a paper straw. That lasted like 5 minutes, and the paper straw just disintegrated. The Trump mandates. This is the things he talked about on the campaign. These are the things that put him over the top. One of the main ones is the economy, inflation. You've got to cut inflation. For that matter, reduce inflation quickly. You got to get back to the basics. And energy is an important part of everything. It's in everything. The lights here. Everything has energy to do. There's energy in this timer. There's energy in the fan behind. Everything has electric. It's gas. It's nuclear. Whatever it is. We need to get back to the basics. Now, I got a lot of solar lights at my kid's house in Seaside Heights. We got solar lights at home. They're great. Not very reliable. There's no sun, no light. I'm not a big believer in wind power. I think there's a place for those types of energy, but not to be reliant on them. They can add to the energy grid, but I'm not relying on them. We need to get back to the basics. Oil, gas, nuclear. Nuclear is a very clean energy. And I know nobody wants to hear that, but I don't have a problem with nuclear. Yeah, we had some issues 30, 40 years ago. that subsided. We were able to run the thing clean. New York, guarantee you're going to hear New York State real fast start saying, because they closed down their nuke plants, they started cutting down gas. You're going to see them do some about faces over there. Like I said, wind and solar, bring them in at a sensible pace. If they can actually be reliable and make up a good percentage of our energy needs, fine. I wouldn't abandon it. I think I might abandon wind power off the Jersey Shore, but the solar, I think there's a future there, but you just need a lot of real estate for that, for the solar to work. Kitchen table issues of the economy. It's like I said before, it's a dozen eggs is $5.50. Gasoline, it's around $3. Heat, light, and power is probably the biggest expense in business and personal. Your electricity, your gas, your heating oil. All that is a huge chunk of the expenses that you have. Thanksgiving's coming. You're just buying, we get parts of turkey, thighs and legs. We don't get the big turkey. Everybody wants dog meat. 2 thighs were like $10. This is turkey. That's stuff we used to get for 99 cents a pound. We're not getting that now. Chicken is expensive. Chicken was something 99 cents. It's not the case now. There's something wrong, and you can point to energy. All the farms, all the meat processing, everything is energy. So there's a big part of that. A gallon of milk costs more than a gallon of gas. How is that possible? The economy and the inflation is a problem when McDonald's is expensive. When McDonald's is fighting to reduce their prices to get you back in. Big Macs, I think they were like $8. They're the problem there. We need to get government out of business. Let business run. Let these leaders of business, and I'm a small business person, get government out of small business. We'll do fine. Don't keep handcuffing us with new taxes, new corporate taxes. The transit tax in New Jersey Transit, that's being paid by corporations. It's a capitalistic society. Let business operate. Let it flourish. Let them get out of business. Let business flourish. Let them set the standard, set the table. Let them do the hiring. A lot of my problems with government and business, most people in government never created one job in their life. They shouldn't be dictating to business on how business should be run. Downsize. Now, this is federal, what I'm saying. Downsize and reorganize government. We've lost a lot of confidence in many branches of our federal government. That has to be cleaned up. We need to downsize the government so we don't need as much tax money. Again, the more we can keep in your pocket, the better it is. If you got more money in your pocket, you're going to spend it. You're going to save it. Maybe you buy a house. I don't know if you buy it. That's a problem right now, affordability. I don't know how a young couple does it now. That's like a two-edged sword, but the price of real estate. If you own the real estate, you've done well. If you don't, it's very difficult. And even if you rent, like we do in Jersey City, say affordable housing is like $3,500 a month. That's not affordable. Downsize government, federally, statewide, municipally, all along to get control of the taxes. Bring back manufacturing to the United States. That was something Trump was working on before. And then he really wanted to start working on it when the pandemic came and found out we couldn't even get masks. We couldn't get medicine. Everything was overseas. We had to get it all from China. That was an eye-opener for Trump the first time. I'm sure he'll remember that. We need to take a good look at healthcare. Jersey City, we just seen hospitals file for bankruptcy. There's a problem when hospitals are filing for bankruptcy, and it's not just in Jersey City, where doctors are joining mega health concerns, which they can't make it as a private practice. One, because of insurances is a problem, and a tremendous amount of paperwork from the government. And then on the other side, you have the pharmaceutical companies and the medical insurance companies all making record billions in profit. There's a problem in that circle of healthcare. It's all good that most of us have healthcare through the Affordable Health Care Act, but what good is it when you can't get an appointment with a doctor for 4 or 5 months? And I just recently went through that. I'm getting ready to get my knees done. So we're working on getting the CT scans, stress tests, and EKGs, all that stuff I get done. And I'm calling to make appointments. They're like out into 2025. Now, I produce a medical TV show. I know a lot of doctors. I was able to get that time cut down. I was able to have other doctors call these doctors and get me in. Not everybody can do that. There's a problem when you can't make an appointment. with a doctor. All you do is 4 months down the road. All right, let's break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. There was a pretty much like 3-prong attack to Trump on the campaign trail: economy, taxes, immigration. Immigration, that's a tough one. We have to close the borders. You just can't cross. I don't think anybody has any problem with you just can't cross over and come here. In the past, USA has stopped immigration altogether. It just got out of hand in the old days, and they cut it for quite a while. The United States absorbed the equivalent of 1.5 New Jerseys in the last 3-4 years. Somewhere around 14 million people came over the borders. That's a lot. That's just not sustainable. Immigration now, the Republicans are probably going to have both houses. They can change the immigration laws if there is a will to do that. If there's a problem with our existing ones, they've been on the books a long time. There have been many cycles through the presidencies and elections where the Democrats had control, did nothing. Republicans had control and did nothing about immigration. You need people far smarter than me, but if there is a problem with our immigration right now for the next 2 years, with the Republicans having the White House and the 2 houses, probably get something done. It's time. If we're going to change it, it's time to make the change on immigration. Sanctuary cities, I think that has to stop. I think it was a nice feel-good thing when it came out. We're a sanctuary city. It was okay until the sanctuary came, Mayor Adams in New York City or many other locations where they were just overrun with immigrants. We can't pick and choose what laws we're going to abide by in the United States. Federal law trumps all. State trumps municipal, Fed trumps state. When the federal government has laws on the books and they have to enforce them, and municipalities and states don't enforce the laws that are on our books, there should be consequences. Now, when cities and states became sanctuary, or they refused to work with ICE agents from immigration agents, that was in the face of federal law. For whatever reason, there was no prosecution. The Fed never stepped up and said, listen, this is the law. You have to abide by it. I don't think that's going to happen with this president and the two houses now. If you're not abiding by the laws of the nation, you're going to have a problem. There will be consequences. You're not going to be able to thumb your nose at the federal government. Deportation, that's a touchy one. That would be one hell of an undertaking. But if this went on, really, I believe, I guess I can use the word unchecked for the last almost 4 years. That's a touchy one, but how do you do that? Yeah, there's some low-hanging fruit, I guess you can find. Some people in jail that they've committed some crimes. It's a big undertaking. I guess we follow our present immigration laws. Again, we can't pick and choose our laws. But what's the cutoff? Are you deporting just the people that came over across the borders in the last 4 years under Biden? Do you go back 5 years? Do you go back 10 years? Do you say, well, they've been here 20 years? All right, you've been here 20 years, you're in. Yeah, like anything else, if you can go 20 years, statutes of limitations and all that apply, you'd be safe from deportation. I know, again, you're going to need smarter people than me, but this is going to occur. Hopefully, we have a real plan in place. Should we start a program that enables these people to stay, provided they never commit crimes? If you committed a crime, if you're here undocumented, you committed a crime, you're getting out of here. We got enough of our natural-born citizens here committing crimes. We don't need to bring any other criminals in. We have had people who have legally immigrated here. You know, they jump through the hoop, like I was saying, jump through the hoop for Netflix. Well, legal immigration, a lot of hoops, a lot of testing. You got to pass the test, then you got to swear your loyalty to the United States to become a citizen. Do we let these 14 million people or so, or maybe even more, bypass that? Again, you need smarter people than me. And one of the other thing, always people say this all the time. These 14 million, they come in, they'll do the jobs that other people won't do. That may be true, but we don't have 14 million of these jobs hanging around open. So we have to do something. You want to use your tax dollars to support these people? We're talking, it's a big expense to deport these people. That's going to cost some real money to round these people up. But you see, in New York, they're already cutting off the debit cards. They're cutting off some of the hotels. Steps are being taken since the Trump election. Whatever state or federal services that are being offered, I don't know if that'll be there. So it may be better to deport them. But the thing is, you need someone a lot smarter than me. Well, we have to have something that works. And again, you need someone a lot smarter than me to figure this out. But if we can put it together a program where these people can stay, they'd have to go through the testing and all that. Again, smarter people than me. But hopefully we come up with a workable program that gets us back on the right track. And that's the important thing. Somehow we got off the track in this country. And hopefully we get back on the track. Hopefully President Trump has a very successful 4 years as president. If he's successful, we're successful. And hopefully everything works out. All right, we're out of show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you later. Good night.